Hello friend, it's Boras here, and today's time for my shooting tutorial of FIFA 23, simply how to finish in this FIFA, which for many is a big mystery as they changed many ways that were good last year, not so good anymore, but there are some new methods now that are better, so let's get into this now. But first out, let's talk about the time finishing this setting. I think this year it is not needed. Last year it was, I think, important to get that extra power, to get that extra accuracy, but this year it is replaced pretty much with the power shot, so you can turn this off. Even if you hit green timing this year, it is now really a big boost, and the shot is almost the same if you just hit without timing. But of course, as always, you could still have it on if you want a bit extra challenge. If you hit green timing, the shot will get improved, but in my opinion, this year not enough improvement to be worth the risk, because if you hit red timing, you will miss some real sitters. So I think this year it is easier to have time finishing turned off. Now, into the actual shooting, we have the first shot, the classic shot, just circle, just normal shot, or on Xbox of course that is B. And this year it is the best type of shot overall and the easiest way. You just have to aim for the far post, but as always look for the keeper movement. Many players, including me, will move keeper towards the far post to cover this effective shot, and then the near post is open, so always check for the keeper movement and have a bit composure before deciding direction. The sweet spot for power here is usually 2.5 bars. But if you are a bit further away, of course, you must power up a bit more. But usually, yes, the best is around 2 to 2.5 bars of power, as you can see here down below. And a great trick here as well is to take a small step towards the opposite direction like this. A small step and then shoot across the goal, far post. This simple method will improve your success rate. And then we have the good old finesse shots, classic FIFA finish, but this year it is not as good. It is nerfed, yes, it is nerfed, it is a bit more inconsistent, and the ball goes a bit more towards the middle of the target, even though you aim towards the sides. It is also very sensitive to power. If you just power up a bit too much, the ball will fly over. As you can see here, we don't even power up so much, but still, the ball is not even close. However, there are still some great usage areas for the finesse shot. The classic way, of course, if you cut in from the side to curl around the keeper towards the far post, if you have this high angle towards the goal, but you have to use the player's preferred foot. So if you cut in from the right side, it must be a lefty. As you can tell here with Messi, this is perfect. Finesse shots are also still the best way to score long shots, but not nearly as effective as in FIFA 22, but still sometimes, of course, worth a shot. But the important thing to take with you is that normal shots are more effective and more consistent than finesse shot. We have here this situation. If this was last FIFA, previous FIFA, you would just hit finesse shot towards his right side, near post, that'd be fine. But this year instead, you rather go for a normal shot, just circle, as it is more consistent and more reliable than the finesse shot. And then we have the new feature power shot, which is, as the name states, very powerful. Just have to hold down L1 R1 plus shoot, or LB RB Xbox and then shoot, same as the driven shot last FIFA's, but now this year activates the new power shot. And this shot is manual, which means you must aim the left stick correctly. And if you just aim too much, the ball will just fly wide, way wide. So make small movements with the left stick, otherwise it won't be effective. Small movements, practice your aim. And as you can tell, this animation is very slow, which means you need to have a lot of space on the ball and not have any defenders nearby. Otherwise this will get easily intercepted. So again, plenty of space and small movements, and this will be very powerful. A big thing here as well is to turn off the zoom. This is very important, as zooming makes this just harder. So go to settings here, go to camera, and then scroll down and turn this off. It is very important, otherwise of course it will get a bit more tricky to find this right aim. A power shot is always a power shot, will always be of course powerful, but you could use around the 3 bars of power. I think for this one is the sweet spot, and that is good from any range. Power shots could also be taken on one touch, even though maybe not so effective, still a viable option. And this here power shots will be meta, will be effective, so worth practicing, but the key always is to have plenty of time and space on the ball. And then we have Trivela shots, outside foot shot, which this here could be activated manually by just holding down L2 or LT on Xbox and hit the ball with high power around 3 bars. Otherwise it will just turn out to a flare shot, which is not as effective. So L2 and high power. And these ones are extremely effective. The ball gets a very nice curve and also is very accurate. But mainly, yes, it is very satisfying. Important here also is to use the right angle. If you cut in from the right side, use a right-footed player and find around a 45-degree angle towards the goal to hit this with the best success rate. And vice versa as well from the left side. So left-footed from left side and right-footed from right side. And this should work out like a charm. What about then low driven shot? If L1 R1 is power shot, how to activate low driven? Well, simple, just use normal shot but power up with less than 40% power, and this will activate the driven shots, low driven, but it is not so effective. The ball travels slow and it's also hard to activate with high ping, which is very normal. Even if it feels like you just tapped it, the ball gets more than 40% power. So yeah, this year they are quite pointless. Over to chip shots, chip life, it is great this year, very good, and same as normal shot. The sweet spot is around 2.5 bars and aim for the far post, but this time of course you must hold down L1 button or LB Xbox to activate this chip technique, and this is to be used only when the keeper is far off the line, but this year they are very effective. And finally we have one-on-one against the keeper, and the best way still this year is the ball roll. If you come too close and you cannot shoot and you have no other options, you cannot chip, then the best is to go around the keeper. And then of course the ball roll is the best option. This very simple skill move, but this year sometimes even if done perfectly with great timing, the keeper might get the ball still, but most times you will just enjoy an open net. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. More to come tonight with the RTG, so see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. As always, until next time, take care.